Hey guys, it's your girl, AGrlCanMAC, coming at you today with a video talking about coveting other people's natural hair. And I just wanted to do a quick video just to give my perspective on it and hopefully give you some words of encouragement. So I just want to say that I will preface this by saying that I know that we're all human and no one is perfect, obviously, and because I've been guilty of this quite a few times. So basically I just wanted to say don't don't covet other people's natural hair. Don't become so obsessed with another person's hair that it gets to the point where you're really emotionally invested in what they do to it, and you wish that your hair looked that way. Part of this journey that we go through, and I know for some people that may sound like it's too deep, and I understand for some people it really isn't that deep, but for some of us it really is a journey in learning to accept ourselves fully, like every aspect about us. So because you are on this journey to fully accept yourself, part of that journey is fully accepting your hair and accepting it for what it is and working with it and making it fly with what you got. So it's okay to admire other people's hair. I should say, like look at other people's hair and say, oh, her hair is pretty, oh, her hair is pretty. But I think after a while it can become unhealthy when you're too into other people's hair, because then after a while you do start to compare, like, oh, her hair does this and her hair does that and my hair can't do that. I think we have to be more focused on all the wonderful things that our specific hair texture can do. For me, you guys have heard me say in countless videos that I don't have thick hair. So I used to covet a lot of other naturals that had thicker hair, more volume, their twist outs, their braid outs, which is like fabulous. And it got to a point where I guess I just felt like it was counterproductive. I was lusting after something that I basically can't have because that's just not how my hair is. And I came to a point where I realized, you know what, that's okay. Like, my hair looks nice, their hair looks nice. I shouldn't be focusing on it that hard, because focusing on it isn't going to make my hair thicker. It's not going to make my hair look like that girl's hair. It's just not. So I had to get to a point where I said, I like my hair for what it is, and I gotta work with what I got. So, I found different little tips and tricks, to give it more body and more volume and appear thicker. So, you gotta work with what you got. Don't get to the point where it's becoming counterproductive and you're getting frustrated with your hair because it doesn't do X, Y, and Z like that person's hair. You know what I mean? I think that's really it. I don't want to be too repetitive, but I just want to drive the point home that after a while it can get out of hand and it can mess with you, because then it's to the point where you're not making any more progress because you're so stuck on somebody else's hair. Everyone's hair is different. We all have different things that we want, and chances are that same person that you're coveting, they probably either covet you or somebody else's hair because there's something about their hair that they don't like. So I mean, it's universal, so it doesn't make any sense for us to do that. I feel like you're wasting time, you're losing energy, and you're not learning what you're supposed to be learning on this journey. So even if you look at people that big chopped around the same time you did and their hair looks longer in this, you can't be focused on that. You gotta stay in your lane and you gotta figure out what works for you, and if you want it bad enough, you'll get there. So I mean, I could say that there's a ton of people that big chopped around when I did or after I did, and it looks like their hair is way longer than mine, and it used to like eat me up for a while because I'm like, how does that really happen? Like, she big chopped a year after I big chopped, and her hair looks like it's like, past her shoulders or whatever. But again, I realized that, focusing on that and being distraught or disheartened about that. It certainly wasn't going to make my hair grow any faster. It wasn't going to make things any better. So I had to just say, you know what, I'm happy for her. She's doing her thing, and I'm going to do my thing too. And when I really stopped focusing on other people's hair and comparing it so much, that's when I feel like my hair started to flourish. I was trying different things, and my hair is just growing now. And sometimes I look in the mirror and I'm like, whoa, my hair's been growing quite a bit. So just do you, and remember that it's a journey about you figuring out you. And sometimes that journey doesn't include comparing yourself and your hair's properties to others. Everybody's hair is nice. I don't care what anybody says. And this is not a 3BC girl telling all the type 4s their hair is beautiful. And that's not to discredit them, because it's just to say I'm a type 4 too. I have kinky hair, and there's no such thing as bad hair. I feel like bad hair to me is hair that you don't take care of. I've seen tons of people with straight hair that it's bad hair because they don't take care of it. Our hair is some of the most versatile hair out there. Make it work. As Tim Gunn says, whatever you got, make it work. You have to, but this journey again is like, it's almost like you have to have blinders on. You have to be focused on yourself and your hair and what's going to work for you and what's going to work for your lifestyle. If you start comparing too much, you're gonna get disheartened, and you're gonna get frustrated. So you gotta tune everyone else out and say, it's about me and my hair. And I know that may sound crazy, but it's gotta be about you and your hair. It can't be about your hair, that other girl's hair, and that other girl's hair, and your favorite natural hair icon's hair. It can't be about that. It has to be about just you and your hair. So stay in your lane, stay focused, learn your hair, have fun with your hair, and I promise everything will fall into place. But you have to be in your lane, and you have to be determined that you're going to succeed. This journey is not for people that are fickle, because sometimes our hair does do different things. I don't feel like it's any more difficult, but it's different type of hair care, and it's a different type of mindset that you have to have. So stay in your lane, do your thing, watch these videos, read the blogs, but don't compare your hair. Just absorb all the information that you can, so you can find what works for you. And I promise you will get the results if you're doing your thing. So be blessed, be inspired, and stay naturally fly. Bye bye.